Hey everyone, welcome to Lovoria Network, where real emotions meet powerful lessons from life. Today's story is one that will hit deep. It's about love, betrayal, and the painful truth that shattered a marriage. It's a journey of a husband who trusted too deeply and a wife who hid her truth behind silence. So sit back, open your heart, and listen closely, because this story will leave you questioning what true love really means. I still remember the day I married Emily. She was the woman of my dreams, kind, beautiful, full of life. We had that kind of chemistry people envy. We used to talk for hours, laugh until midnight, and make promises we thought would last forever. But over the years, something changed, something small at first, and then it grew into a wall I couldn't climb. It started with her becoming distant. She wasn't as affectionate anymore. No more spontaneous hugs, no more late-night talks. When I'd try to hold her hand, she'd pull away gently, saying she was tired. I told myself it was work stress, that it would pass. Every couple goes through ups and downs, right? So I gave her space, hoping love would naturally bring her back. Weeks turned into months. The warmth was gone. She refused intimacy completely. No touch, no closeness, nothing. It was like living with a stranger who used to know my soul. I tried everything, date nights, flowers, long talks. But she'd smile weakly and change the subject. I started to feel invisible, like I didn't matter anymore. Then one morning, out of nowhere, she looked at me with soft eyes and said, "I think I'm ready for a baby." I froze. After months of pushing me away, she suddenly wanted to start a family? My heart wanted to believe her, but my mind screamed that something was off. I smiled, but inside, a storm was building. I tried to talk to her about it calmly. I asked what changed. She said she had been dealing with emotional confusion, that now she felt ready to start a new chapter. But her voice shook. Her words didn't match her eyes. Something in her tone felt rehearsed, like she was trying to convince herself more than me. That night, I couldn't sleep. My gut told me something was wrong. I wanted to trust her, but a small voice inside whispered that there was more to this story. Over the next few weeks, I noticed things. She guarded her phone, spent more time running errands, and avoided eye contact whenever I mentioned the future. I wasn't proud of it, but one evening I checked her phone when she left it charging in the kitchen. What I found made my heart drop. Messages, not many, but enough. Flirty, emotional texts from a man she called E. She had deleted most of them, but not all. My hands shook as I read her words. Words full of care and longing, the kind she hadn't spoken to me in months. When she came home, I couldn't even look at her. My heart broke in silence. 4 days, I said nothing. I wanted her to tell me herself. I wanted to see if guilt would push her to confess. But she didn't. Instead, she acted more loving than ever. She made dinner, hugged me more, and talked about baby names. That's when I knew the timing wasn't coincidence. She wanted a baby to cover her guilt. I finally confronted her one evening. I told her I knew. At first, she denied it. Then she cried. She said it was a mistake, that it was emotional, not physical, that she had felt lost and lonely, and the other man just listened. I felt my chest tighten. All I could say was, "You refused me for months, but now you want my child?" She fell to the floor, sobbing. She said she wanted to fix everything, that she realized she loved me and didn't want to lose me. But how do you fix something after shattering it completely? I just stood there, numb, wondering how we reached this point. The next morning, she suggested therapy. Part of me wanted to walk away. But another part still loved her. The woman I once knew, not the stranger she had become. So I agreed. For weeks, we sat in that therapist's office, peeling back layers of pain. I learned how lonely she had felt, how unspoken resentment had poisoned our love. But I also realized something. She never truly stopped loving me, she just got lost in her own guilt. We didn't rebuild overnight. Trust isn't something you glue back together easily. It takes time, honesty, and painful vulnerability. Some days were good, others were filled with silence. But we both kept showing up. Slowly, things began to change. The walls started to fall, brick by brick. Months later, she brought up having a baby again. This time, her voice was calm, genuine. There was no guilt hiding behind her smile. She wasn't asking to fix something, she was asking to build something new. I still felt fear, but for the first time in a long time I felt hope too. I won't say it was easy. We had to fight for every inch of love we regained. There were nights we cried, mornings we doubted, and days when I almost gave up. But love, the real kind, isn't about perfection. It's about choosing each other even when everything feels broken. Now, when I look at her, I don't see betrayal anymore. I see the woman who hurt me but also fought like hell to make it right. We don't have a baby yet, but we're building something stronger, a relationship built on truth, not illusion. If you're listening to this and you felt betrayed, remember, forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself from the pain while learning to trust again. Sometimes the truth destroys you first before it sets you free. And that's the truth I already knew, that love, no matter how painful, can still find its way back, but only if both hearts truly want to heal. So if this story touched your heart, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to Life Stories Network, because every story teaches a lesson worth remembering.